Hey Fit Yummy Mummies, well you made it, it's day 28. Congratulations for finishing the 4-week sprint. And today's a very, very important day because today we measure your progress and most importantly, we reflect. Now there's some steps I need you to go through in order to get the most out of this experience. This is not just jump on the scale, write down a number, and feel bad about ourselves. That is not what this is about at all. So if that's what you've already done, no worries, erase that experience, and let's start over and do this correctly. I have some steps that I want you to take that I have listed out here for you, and we're going to do like a little class right now. So you might want to have a pen and paper and your goal setting sheet handy because as you notice, step 1, you need to have your goal setting sheet available because we need to be prepared to reflect on where we started, where we are today, and be ready to ask some questions and make some changes. So grab your goal setting sheet. Pause this video if you need to do so. Step number 2, you have some paper handy. I want you to go ahead and list all of the new habits that you have in place. Over the past 28 days, we've been intense with this challenge, stepping outside of your comfort zone, trying new things. So what are those new habits that you have either established or you have started to try out in order to establish? Doesn't matter if they're not permanent habits in your life yet, there's something new that you have tried. Step number 3, I want you to list all of the internal changes that have taken place. Yeah, at this point, we're 3 steps in. We have not stepped on the scale yet. That's for a certain reason. When I talk about internal changes, I mean energy levels, mood, your outlook on life, your ability to handle stress, improvements in health and wellness, as well as strength gains and even performance with your workouts. Then, yes, step 4. This is where we measure your physical changes, the physical progress that have taken place, the changes that you can see, whereas the other changes that we just talked about are changes that you can feel. So, yes, this includes stepping on the scale. We're just going to step on it and write the number down because we know this is not the end-all, be-all determinant of our success. Inches. If you used a tape measure, grab that tape measure. Make sure that you measure at least 2 or 3 times. Get somebody else to help you because there is room for human error, like I explained in the beginning, that this is not the end-all, be-all determinant of your success either. Changes in clothing size. If you notice certain shirts or pants fitting differently, even your bra or your panties, if anything feels differently, make a note of this because this is a feedback that, or an example that your body is changing. Tone and definition. Because I've had Fit Yummy Mummies tell me that when they go to put their ponytail up, that they look over and they see some definition in their arms, or when they're doing their exercises, they can see the definition in their thighs. Write that down. That's evidence that your body is changing. And then, of course, increases in smiles and decreases in wrinkles. Yeah, those are changes that you can see and changes that are taking place because you are taking care of yourself. Now, we have gathered some information. We're going to use this information to get the feedback that we need to see where we are in our challenge, in our progress, in our transformation journey. And step number 5 is time to reflect. And this is where we really get down and ask some serious questions. I want you to be diving into what you think, how you feel, and is this what you expected? Now, it's very important at this point that we do not fall back into old habits of negative thinking where we tend to beat ourselves up because you are in a different place right now. We're not going to allow that. Remember the big red stop sign that you were going to envision when you did that before? Yeah, now's the time to kind of use that because I think at reassessment time, it is very common for us to just kind of default back to that thinking and the behavior that goes with that. No, you're a Fit Yummy Mummy. You're different now, and that's not what this is about. There are some questions that I want you to consider when you reflect. And yeah, you can write these down and dive into these a little bit deeper, but go ahead and consider these questions. Question number 1. What choices and decisions have you been making that have brought you closer to your goal? What changes and decisions have you been making that have brought you closer to your goal? Question number 2. Hey, what are you doing that works? You know that it works because you're getting positive feedback. What is it that's giving you this positive feedback? What are you doing? And question number 3, this is the one where I always spend all of our time on it, is what has been difficult? What's been the hardest part of this? Now, going a step deeper, I want you to then take a moment to review all the strategies that it takes, the Fit Yummy Mummy strategies that are required in order to see fat loss and to see, physical and internal changes. Everything from our workouts, we know we need to be consistent. We know that they need to be progressively challenging. In our nutrition plan, we know we have to be eating supportively at least 75 to 80% of the time with consistency. This is not just one day on, 5 days off. We want to be making sure that we're planning out our cheats, no more than 4 to 5, and that's kind of pushing it a week, and making sure that we're eating every 3 to 4 hours, and those are just the big ideas, and of course there's lots of little steps in there as well. But I want you to kind of consider all of those strategies too, because of these strategies, what are you doing? Are you sure? Because I want you to know, if what you are doing is not working for you, it's working against you. So, what do we need to do? We have to confront the obstacles. Now, I want you to really take some time to consider this question, what is still standing in your way of getting results, of getting the body of your dreams, or whatever goals that you have set for yourself? What is it that is working against you? And this is where I want you to grab that piece of paper. And we're going to make a list of these obstacles. But what I want you to do is on your piece of paper, about 1/4 of the way down, I want you to draw a nice big line across the top. And I want you to list all of your obstacles. Pause this video, list your obstacles, and come back and join me in a second. Yes, I want you to pause the video. In order to make this work for you, in order for this to have an impact, you need to actually follow directions. Pause the video, list your obstacles, and come back and see what I have to say. Pause it. Thank you for following directions and for being interested in seeing what Holly's talking about. Now, you have all of your obstacles listed here, so now I had you leave a space up here for a reason. I want you to write something above this line, right above all of your obstacles. I want you to write this. None of these things is keeping me from getting results. Write that above the line that you have, right above all of your obstacles. None of these things is keeping me from getting results. Write it down. Everything you just listed are just symptoms of the true obstacle. What is the true obstacle? Is you. Yeah. Now, I want you to write this down. You can write on the same sheet, new sheet. The only thing holding me back is myself. The only thing holding me back is myself. It lies in the fact that you believe that all of those obstacles that you just listed are holding you back. You have to realize that all of your behaviors are caused by belief. Yes, very powerful. Actions will lead to your results, positive or negative. That's very obvious, right? Well, knowing what precedes your actions are your attitudes, your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. So, this is going to help you determine your habits, your decisions, and your actions, because your attitude leads to your thoughts, leads to your feelings, leads to your actions, and here's the big one, they all lead to your results. So, in essence, the way you think and the belief system you possess is ultimately going to determine your success or failure in transforming your body. So what do? Click on the video below and I'm going to help you with some action steps to tackle this. Thank you again for following directions.